My name is Antoine Chambers, and I live in Baltimore, Maryland, and I am a Rastafarian. I started with the police department in 1994, and I just recently retired in 2008. I entered the police department to help people and get involved with helping the community of Baltimore City. Very involved with the police department, very involved with the community. Always been in the ideology and follow the ideology of Haile Selassie and Rastafari. 1997, I decided to get more in depth and more spiritual, and I started to lock my hair. Then there were no, we had a regulation where you could not wear your hair over your ears, or could it be any type of faddish styles. I encountered certain discriminations, and my superiors felt that I was wearing a hairstyle and being faddish, and I was suspended for disobeying a direct order and disobeying a regulation of the Baltimore City Police Department. I felt very, very violated, and I felt that my beliefs and my ideology had nothing to do with my performance and my job. I did the job to the best of my ability, and I did not let my personal beliefs or personal views interfere with my job. I was suspended in lieu of termination for 2 years. I then filed an EEOC complaint with the federal government, and I acquired the ACLU to represent me in my fight against the discrimination of Rastafari. The ACLU filed, I made the initial file of the complaint with the EEOC. The ACLU then followed up with a litigation of religious discrimination, racial discrimination, and also gender discrimination, because the females were allowed to wear long hair and males wasn't. Also, there were other officers that were involved in religious beliefs, i.e. the Jewish and Muslims and all other religions, and they were able to use and practice their tenets by wearing religious crosses. Some people had tattoos, but they felt that my hair was offensive and faddish and wasn't appropriate for the police department. It came to a resolution when the Department of Justice got involved in my case. An agent came down from DC. He went through every superior that I encountered, every chain of command, and nobody had any answers of why I was suspended and in lieu of release from the job. In one day, after 2 years of being suspended, I was rushed back out on the street because of the involvement of the Department of Justice. It was almost taken to circuit court or federal court, but the department miraculously yielded to me wearing my locks. Some of my colleagues in the police department, very close friends, very close comrades, were supportive in my fight for my belief and my ideology. Most were very appalled, and I've been even approached by some colleagues to say, man, this is your job. Why are you even fighting this? What's the use? Some said that I was a disgrace to the uniform, because the uniform was supposed to be worn clean cut, and I did wear my uniform in sharpness, clean, every day, and I showed up for work every day to do my job, but they looked at me as a rebel. When I returned from being suspended, we call in the Baltimore City Police Department the general orders, which is the rules and regulations of our department, were altered but not changed. The original regulations dated back to the 1950s, and it was a very bland regulation. All it said is that you had to have a hairline and your hair could not hang below your ears. I wore my hair up when I was at the job, and my hair did not touch my ears. I was able to wear my 8-point hat with no problem. The rules were altered afterwards to accommodate religious and ideology beliefs.